speaking differently.
Yes.
You start imagining differently. You start acting. And you cannot say, I want something, and then think differently. Everything has to work in concert with each other. The thinking, the imagining, the feeling, the speaking, the acting have to work in concert with each other. You have to be congruent with each other. Right? It all has to work. Otherwise, you're contradicting, you're conflicting, and you're wondering why you're not getting what you want to get.
Right.
So that's important to remember, to think from the end. So living our highest potential, we have to live knowing we already have it. We already have what we say that we want. And then live from that space of knowingness. Speak into existence the things that you want. The power of the spoken word. How many times do we speak during the day and say, oh, nothing good ever happens to me? When I take 1 foot forward, I take 10 steps back. Anybody heard of that? And so your life is a yo-yo, your life is a yo-yo, because you're speaking that all day long into your life. Right? And we don't realize, we don't think it's powerful, but you're creating your life by the power of your thinking, your speaking, and your imagining. All that's creating your life. So it's important to be what I call AAC, awake, aware, and conscious. My sister termed I used to always say awake, aware, and conscious, be awake, aware, and conscious, so we have coined it AAC. Can everybody say, I'm awake, I'm aware, I'm conscious?
I'm awake, I'm aware, I'm conscious.
I'm awake, I'm aware, I'm conscious.
I'm awake, I'm aware, I'm conscious.
So what does that do for us? Because when we're awake, aware, and conscious, we're more in control of our thoughts. We're more in control of our feelings. We're more in control of our speaking.
Yes.
We're more in control of our acting. Because we're not letting life take us where it wants to go. We have the power to co-create our lives. So we're telling them, no, this is not what I want to do today. I am telling you where I am going and where I am going to end up.
That's right.
The power of being who we are, the power of knowingness. And this is where we start living from choice. Who wants to live from choice? I want to live from choice. And we've been programmed by the whole world. Get a little job, be happy with your little job, go to work, pay your bills, network marketing, any kind of business. I need money to start a business. You don't need money to start a business, this awesome business that we have here. And that's why I like Dr. Davis. He said, this is not a network marketing. This is a company that gives you health, wealth, and time freedom. And my book is saying how to have this and that. So how to have this and that is that you can have what? What is our saying? Dr. Davis says all the time, money, time, health, all at the same time. It's not this and that. Most human beings want money, time, and freedom. Don't they want it? That's this and that. Now, of course, you want nice relationships. You want wonderful relationships. You want to feel good all the time. But having this and that is an interpretation. We've been programmed that we can only have this or that. Isn't that? A lot of times we think we have to make choices. I can only have, today I think I'll have health. Well, maybe tomorrow I'll have wealth. Then the next day I'll have time freedom. But who says we can't have it all at the same time? And what makes this an awesome company and business we're in, this team, is we're helping each other grow into this and that. Right? So how would it feel? I mean, everybody has given us so many wonderful testimonies about being healthier. Doesn't that feel good?
Yep.
Yes.
And we're making more money. Doesn't that feel good?
Yes.
And doesn't that feel good that once you put your time, effort into this, what we're doing as a team, you can relax on the beaches of the world and get residual income? I know, it works. Right? How would you like residual income?
Of course.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So when somebody says, are you living your full potential? They're also saying, are you living your full possibilities? Are you living your full possibilities? Are you living to the best you know how to? A lot of times we need permission from our family and friends to give us what we to go ahead. I did that a lot. Oh my goodness, that was a good excuse for me. I would have all these great ideas in New York. Before I met Renee and Dr. Davis, I had great ideas. But I wanted permission because I was scared. So I will do all these projects and I will Send it to every friend and family member. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? And if anybody said anything negative, oh, that was my excuse for not doing it. I just backed out because I was afraid to do it. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't realize I had the power of God within me. And that what's impossible to me is possible for God. But we have to just conscious, that's why we have to be what? AAC? Awake, aware, and conscious. Because when we connect to our inner power, our inner source, there's nothing we cannot do. We are more powerful than we think we are. Much more powerful. We give our power away all day long to our family, our friends, our husbands, our children. We're constantly giving our power away to people. And that's an excuse because we don't have the faith. Okay, so I'm just doing a brief of my book. I talk about love. Love is interesting. We talked about love at the convention, right? That's the first chapter of my book. Why? Because the whole world vibrates on love. Spirit is love. And if we vibrate to the frequency of love, we feel good. We attract good things to us. We attract people to us, good people. We attract wonderful, loving things because we feel good. And my second chapter is on forgiveness. Why do you think it's important to forgive? Does anybody know?
Because it releases you from that negativity and all of the things that trap you. Unforgiveness is really a trap. And if you don't release it, you're trapped in that feeling of not being able to forgive somebody, and then you're not free to really go forward in life if you don't forgive.
Preach it, sister, amen. That's right.
It's like all of us have passed and all of us gone through different trials and tribulations to get to the point we are today. And some of them were not so pretty. But if you bring that into this present and it consumes you, it will ruin your future. It will ruin your tomorrow and your future because you cannot get past this position. You're stuck.
Exactly.
We all have been forgiven. And just as we've been forgiven, we should give forgiveness also to another person.
Right.
And when you walk in unforgiveness, it breaks relationship.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you know why a lot of the time it does break relationships? Because we make up stories about what people said to us, how they said to us, what they said to us. And half the time, a lot of people are going on with their life. They have no clue that they've hurt you. They have no clue they've said the wrong words to you because you never asked. You just made this story up about, oh, Alan said this and I don't like the way he said it. Did you see how he looked at me? And I don't like this and my goodness this. And we make up these stories and we start believing the stories. And the person has no clue they've done anything to you most of the time. I mean, of course, there's sometimes you know they do it on purpose, but most of the time people are innocent. And we're afraid to ask, so, Alan, what did you actually mean when you said that? And when you hear what the person says, it's completely different from your made up stories.
Right.
And we make up stories all day long. Instead of, what's the fact? The fact is, he said A, B, and C, and what's your story? You embellish it, it becomes bigger and bigger, and then you start resenting, and then you cannot create from a dirty slate. It's all muddled up, so how are you going to create something different? You're not attracting anything different either, because you can't. You're stuck in unforgiveness. You're stuck in that resentment mode. You're unhappy. And so you get stuck. So forgiveness is really for us. It's not for the other person.
That's right.
I don't know if I'm going to say this properly. I love this saying that forgiveness is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You don't want, right? Because you sit there and drink the poison. You expect somebody else, yeah. It doesn't work that way, right? You're the one with it. Oh, I can't believe it. And then as it said, you bring all that negativity into your present moment. And so you continue your life of poor me, woe me, poor me, woe me. Nobody did what. For peace sake, create a new story. We have the power to create our lives. So if we don't like our script, rewrite the script. Or you just maybe sometimes need to edit the script. So what's our script? Make it powerful. Imagine it. Live from the end. Because I know if I already had my multi-million-dollar bank account, I'll be doing something different, thinking something different, living somewhere different, acting different, being different, because I'm a whole new level. I'm already living there. So imagination is powerful, like Albert Einstein said. Knowledge is limited, but imagination can take us anywhere in the world, anytime, any place, anywhere we want to go. The power of imagination. The power of positive thinking. Feeling is also is an emotion. And if you feel good, if you're in control of your feeling, you can also feel your way into all the wonderful things. And let's be conscious again of how we speak. And I want to go back to 1 minute on forgiveness. A lot of times we think forgiveness for other people and we don't forgive ourselves. I know I've been the hardest on forgiving myself than everybody else. But I'm part of the whole equation. I've done some things that I didn't like, and I needed forgiving for myself too. So we need to include ourselves in the forgiveness process and live from that space of forgiveness. And then faith. How many people know how powerful faith is? What can faith do for us?
Move mountains.
It holds you in balance for me and accountable too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And what are mountains? We hear about faith moving mountains, so what are mountains actually when it comes to us?
Situations, conditions, what we call problems, hiccups,
Exactly.
imagination going wrong.
Exactly, that's our mountains.
Yes.
The mountain of doubt. And Dr. Davis said, whatever it is that mountain is for you, your faith moves it. Now, when I was, years ago, when I was getting into metaphysics and all different things, I kept, in the Bible it says, have faith as small as a mustard seed, and you can move mountains. And I said, well, anybody can have faith as small as a mustard seed. How hard can that be, right? But what I understood later on that a mustard seed knows it's a mustard seed. It has faith it's a mustard seed. It doesn't think I'm a grapefruit seed. It doesn't think I'm a mango seed. It knows it's a mustard seed. It has faith. So when we know that we want a successful business, when we know we want a successful lifestyle, that's what the faith. You don't go around asking, oh, I wonder today will my business be good? Maybe tomorrow. No, you know that you know that you know that you know you're already successful. And if we go to all the holy books, including the Bible says, Mark 11:24, believe that you have received and you shall have. I missed that for years. That we are told to believe you already have it and you shall have it. Not you will have it. I am. The powerful I am. I am healthy, I am wealthy, I'm rich, I'm successful, I'm happy. What do you put after I am? What do you normally put after I am?
I am awesome.
I'm awesome, exactly. But a lot of people say I am sick. And look, I've been unwell, and I know what it's like to be unwell. But if we keep saying I'm sick, I am sick, I'm sick, what happens? Your subconscious mind goes to work and say, I'm going to make sure that person stays sick. I don't have I am poor, I am poor, I am poor. So what happens?
you stay poor.
You stay poor. You're claiming it every day. God is I am. So when you identify with I am, you have to identify with your powerful self within and make sure after the I am, you're putting something positive, something that you want to do, something that you want to be. I am. I just want to read something that I got from Dr. Davis's book on Moving the Stars. I had to throw this in somewhere. And I say it's change your thinking, change your beliefs, change your world. I added that. But this is what he said. We have the power of choice to achieve personal prosperity and physical health. Who hasn't dreamed of a life where this was true? There are two ways to respond to a vision. We could stand by and cite all the physical, emotional, mental, social, economic, and geographical reasons that thwart our progress, or we could identify and remove the personal obstacles to achieving exactly what we want in our lives. Dr. Harold Davis, Moving the Stars. So this is just to say we have excuses for not living our dreams. And what's good about this group, the Global Inspiration Group, we all work together because we all want the best for each other. So we all help each other to achieve our goals and live our dreams. When somebody's up, you pull them up. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. If you can be a 1 star, so can I. If you can be a 2 stars, so can I. If you can be a 5 stars, so can I. And then we help each other. And that's what's good about the kind of business we're in, because you can't grow without helping somebody, unlike traditional businesses, right? There's no way I'm gonna get to diamond if I'm not helping a whole group of people. There's no way you're gonna get anywhere in this business if you're not helping somebody. So there's no competition.
That's right.
It's all about giving, loving, working together, and making the team happen. The famous thing, teamwork makes the dream work. Together, everybody achieves more. So we have to get out of this paradigm of competition, because this is a whole different way of living, of being, of having. So I'm going to end in song, and I want you to know that you can have this and that. You can have this and that. Remove your fears. Come from unforgiveness. Live from love. Have faith, even as small as a mustard seed. Have faith as small as a mustard seed, and you can move mountains. Whatever mountains you have, you can move it, because all things are possible. And I remember recently, for the last few years, I cannot tell the last time I paid for a car or anything, to tell the truth, because you know why? I believe that if I want something, I can have it. I believe that with God all things are possible. And I always say, I don't know how. It's not my business to know how. My business is to know that I know that I know that I know that I know that that thing I want, I have it. And that's what happens a lot of times. If you know that you know that you know you have successful business, so what if today nobody joins? What if tomorrow nobody joins? It doesn't matter. So together, let us learn to think positively, imagine positively, speak positively, act positively, be positively, live from the end, and that is, you live that your wish is already your reality, that you're already living your dreams, you already accomplished your goals, and you already have $250 million in your bank account. So thank you. I want to make this short, and I thank Dr. Davis and Renee for giving me the opportunity. And he has encouraged me a lot over the years, Dr. Davis, to write my books. He has encouraged me to speak in front of a room. There was a time we did a presentation in Houston, and he said, go out there and do the presentation. I said, I've never done it. I'm not going to. He says, well, I guess the audience will just be looking at nothing because I'm not going either. I stood there, and I was like, okay. So once I broke that, because it's hard to get in front of a room to talk to people. If it's one person, two people, it doesn't matter. And he refused to do the presentation that day. He said, I had to do it. And so that's how I started, with his encouragement to get in front of the room, to do the presentation. And then what I do now is just send love and light before, and know that we're all one. We all want the same things, and we can have this and that. Thank you.